Ihre Musik. Hello. I've been walking around, following several paths. I'm gonna show you something. My book, MultiMagic. So this is the test. I don't know if it's better in the shade or in the sun, but I thought, how about just finding a nice patch of grass and ripping it open. Yes. So this is my view. The sundial. MultiMagic. In a while since I finished this altered book, and I wrapped it for my future self to unwrap it, and that's me. I am my own future self. Yeah. Oh, ripped it. Oh. So it is a book of Keri Smith, and I am a huge fan of her.
Okay.
Ik stond daar.
Leuk.
Maar gelukkig was mijn weer foto
It's a beautiful day. People are walking in the park, and it so serves them right. Look. I am in nature. I'm loving it. It is so pretty. So the book is by Keri Smith. And it's the Wonder Society. And I like the wonder and wonder. I wanted to have this book in English anyway, and I found it in Dutch. And I was like, yay! I want to alter it because it is an awesome book, and I'm gonna get it in English and keep that the way it is. And how about altering a book that you love from the beginning? So I don't have my camera set up. I'm holding it in my hand. I hope you just like watching what I have here. So I'm open, absolutely open for a new experience. Slight changes. See if it works. Test in reality. Cultural evolution. That's typical Francis rambling. Patterns are the new and old form of abundance. Kitsch, the affordable variant of feeling like a king of your castle. Essay opportunity. Zo. Ik zou wel onder deze bladzijde willen zijn en door de letters heen van dit gedicht kijken en in uw lezende gezicht en hunkeren naar het smelten van uw pijn. Some found poetry. Wild ideas, 1% of them could change the world. How to change your mind. So this is where I draw on the pattern. This is what I like. These colors and patterns. Oh, it feels so abundant. And holographic tape, like my trademark. Ooh, look at the rainbow. Homage worthy. Muybridge, the inventor of the film. What gets you all hyped up and excited, rambling, passionately, eclectic, fired up, energized? We are infinite, daredevil pioneer, stumble, explore, discover. What sparks your fancy? What tickles your fancy? What puts you in fire and flame? The passion. So to make it muse space, what would you think? Should I wear darker lipstick? Well, if you want. I just turned it into a little booklet. Ooh, boobs and asses. What did you think of it? I laughed, I cried. Everything changes and nothing changes. The table turns and life goes on. So you see, it's just my mind. Here you see the string. And I like how you can put masks on. Oh, do it again. Masks on people. You can draw like and make everybody a bandit. Yes, it is. Yes. I wouldn't just glue in a postcard. I would make it flippable. So I'm not gonna read everything. Maybe I can do a future one if you really am interested in my ramblings. This is more to inspire you to say, hey, of course, I could do that. Keep all the nice pages in a book and just draw around, glue in it, and keep all the lovely parts. It all merges, you know. This is my collage. This I could have glued into, but it's the page. I think Keri Smith really understands me. Here, I'll zoom in for the pretty colors. Ooh, it is like Hong Kong. This is birds in some kind of Escher style. And an ice landscape. Some more colors. This is one of my favorites. I just really like the abundance of patterns. That's why the loose poems at the beginning said something in that style. Look at the colors and the patterns and the textures. I love this piece to pieces. Your mama. Think different materials. I like the abstract lines. Sometimes it's just playing, and here a little envelope. Shall we unpack it? Are you just as curious as I am? Ooh. Yes, it's not gonna be the best movie ever. But we'll have some fun. Yay! Ah. It's nice if you put washi on washi. In theory, you can open it and reclose it without destroying the whole thing. If it's butts and boobs again. Cat with the collar. And a little message to me. Er is behoefte aan jouw ideeën. Kleine anonieme organisatie. Zoeken naar denkers om onderzoek uit te voeren. Ervaring niet vereist. This is just the handwritten part of what Keri Smith wrote about the Wonder Society, and I glued over it and then I wrote down, so I still have the text and it's inspiring. Galaxy, and I'm really happy with this book. Not that it's like themed or something, it's more of a glue book. Be brave, be bold, be daring, rebel. I know you want to. And a bird and things upside down. Hope you're not seasick. So this is hopefully inspiring, so you can see it's not always about writing or it has to make sense. It's just personal here. These are my doodles. This is one of my favorites. Ooh. I've got a picture on my Instagram of this one. This means solving your problems while walking. I glued this in. Oh, it looks like it belongs on this page. Wild style and black and white next to each other. My secret language. If you want to look these up, it's not radiolaria, but you will get to these images, sea creatures and botanicals, and then that's how I get to them. A piece of lace for me. Collages of colors. So, you know, I'm fond of this. Just makes me so happy. It's like abstract. Look at the little heart. Ta-da! Look at upside down. Just until you can't even see what's what. Here could be landscape or blue nest, and it will go away. You know, this is like one of the last pieces of gift wrapping, and you use it, it's gone, and you have a little piece yourself. And it went to my pen pals and to junk journals and wrapped some gifts. No. It's like, hey, you could put this up and she's speaking from behind, but it's just a strip of paper. Look at this art. Reminds me to make a legend of it with all the source material. If you cut off the one who made it, the artist. Ooh, look at this. The rocks go into the rocks. And he is exploring nature and goes into art. I also like how it's layered. This is me on a party, looking weird with the duck. Did you? This is workout music. So you can alter postcards, create your own zines, create badges, draw over what you don't like, put in things that you do like. Oh, the real leaf. What's this? I want to touch everything. And it's also shiny. Shiny. It's like the kid is throwing some pink balls. Let's look around a bit. I hear the birds. Here I wrote on holographic unicorn magic rainbow. So if you like, I prepared a lot of unicorn magic rainbow and mermaid, and this was what I would call a funky journal. So if you are requesting a homemade book, this is the keywords you tell me. If you like holographic, tell me magic. With some art and wonder magic influences. A little strip. You can fold it out. Whitney Houston, where did that came from? You thought it was a bababushka penguin. I thought it relaxed Walt Whitman. It's a squatting girl holding a skippy ball, of course. I'm having so much fun. I hope you like this too, because this I could do all day. Let's make some flips. Yes, I'm gonna give you some inspiration, right? Yes. Make some flips. Just put all the colors together that you love. And A bunch of cows on the beach. Today is the day. Wandering. Just free association. It says wandering to Warden, which is funny if the R is an L. Walden of that guy, Walt Whitman. Is this a flip? Yes, it is a flip. I printed out some photos. This is my shadow and some sidewalk chalk. Sidewalk chalk. Shadow play, synchronicity, lines, mark making. This is a drawing around the paper I used to lay underneath other drawings. If you go over the edge. Ooh. Yeah, I love rainbows, triangles. Mix and match. Black and white works every time. And this is the whole Wonder Society logo. So put it on everything, make your own collection, make a series. I think there's going to be a part 2. Because I'm at like half of it and the battery is almost empty. We'll see. Virginia Woolf. In het voorbijgaan vang ik een glimp op en alles lijkt toevallig, maar op wonderbaarlijke wijze besprenkeld met schoonheid. In times passing I receive like a glimpse and everything looks coincidentally, but in a miraculous way, it's sprinkled with beauty. This is also what I like, the reflective surfaces, and just playing with ovals, repeating lines. I'll collage a bit and fill the rest with drawing. Oh look, something figurative. A hand. Is it marble? Is it the moon? Doesn't matter. So you just glue over everything until you have only things left that you like. This is my signature doodling. I can't remember what I drew, what I glued. It's so nice to see it as a whole. I call it centurizing. So you just go for it and then you're left with only the nice stuff. I have to check for pockets and flips. What's this? Print out your own art. Print it in different sizes. Put it in your snail mail. What is this, Francis? What are you doing? Wild stuff. Oh, it's drawn with glitter pen on paint and neon. Nothing held back. Make a little drawing. Make the shape fits the color. The path is your home. There is no try, only do, Yoda. Don't be afraid to make spots all over the place. Yes. It's like blossom. Senbon Sakura. Wild style. Wild art collage. More secret messages. I really like when you crumple the paper, and then give it a color wash, and then it's just nice. Ooh, this. This is a pocket. So if you find postcards, just write some to yourself. Maybe glue some art on that you like in a moment. Into the wild, nature is my home, the sea, the common room, the forest, my study. Rocks and rainbows adoring the walls, flowers and river flows next to my bed. Birds when I wake up, crickets when I go to sleep, extended spaces. Thanks for inviting me. Having some tea down by the sea. And that reminds me of the movie It's About Time. I love it. Hello, back again. I time traveled, changed the battery. La la la, here I am back again. Great that you found part 2. Maybe I edited it. Yeah, some washi. When you have new ones, go for it. Use them immediately. So this is definitely about red. This is not. And it's more subdued. It's more subdued. Press it on, pay it forward. Also a good movie. You can write a circle around a circle that you see, like a white circle. Sun. Always put your lists in. This is when I know it's flippable. I put like a little enhancement, but it's also sturdier. My backpack and everything inside it. I love my backpack. It's here with me, by my side. Everybody who knows me knows I come with a backpack and a dummy. I always want my writing space, drawing space. And one banana is on my shopping bag, so it's small and on the side, so I don't have to buy plastic. Make a plan to make a plan. That's when you don't want to do it right away, but you definitely want to make a plan. I really wonder if there's gonna be much comments like, yeah, make a really long video and tell us everything, all the weird thoughts that you write. I have one whole bookcase full of things that I wrote and glued and drawn. So I'm Dutch. But I like the English that's international, and I also have a Bulgarian friend, and I like how she pronounces stuff like, "Oh, Francis, you so funny." And I think it's really funny, and it's snuck into my vocabulary as well. pronunciation. And when I'm in England I can do it more posh. But that's not my thing. I'm Dutch, so I have to pronounce it like... The world is my home, the world is my playground, the world is my stage, the world is my oyster. That was Blossom. This is like, you can find spots, photograph spots, create spots, and then draw what you see in it, like blobby mouse. Just went to the art journal revival course, and my mom made a lot of blobbies, and they turned out great with her drawings on it, and I made a lot of them as well. Document everything is one of my trigger words. It's like, yay, everything, oh everything. If you left something out of you thinking about everything the first 2 times. I actually hope that my videos will inspire you, and I can take my time and you can just put it on and draw and sometimes look up and I'm like, yeah, or you like the long videos and my rambling and just relaxing and watching all the effort that went into it. So I'm not sure if everybody knows. I think they do, if you're a crafter too. So this is patterns, also a bit arranged by color. I think it's cool. You can make it into a mood board, photograph your parts, reuse them, make collages out of them, postcards, make drawings of the things you like, the colors or the shapes or the roughness or the smoothness, and then it's Mad Max. For instance, this, transfer it onto graph paper and then make a pattern out of it. So you can be inspired by your own randomness, or you could observe that there's a pattern. I'm not really interested in the humans. I like their clothing, it's so luxurious. And then the color here, and here's some, I think it's a Bali temple. It's just like, yeah, I could do this with washi and it would look amazing. So I have something to look at, and then in another journal I can react on it. So it's a path, it's an ongoing thing, like the Tao. So, these are not even my favorites, it's the collage. Most favorite colors. I don't really like pastels, but I like them together in a collage, that it's not all like bright black and white. Deep inner knowing. Make up a wall of little items, like all your research on Walt Whitman. What you like to research and make a document out of it. Oh, let's just look at the colors. I know it's a bit annoying, but what can I do? Green with artistic sheep and a real reindeer. Role-playing people. It's it's really hard to turn the pages and talk and everything film at the same time. I see it in a lot of people on YouTube. It's just, you don't know how to use your brain and you're switching. It's like, yeah, I know LARPing, cosplay, costume, you know. I know, I'm not stupid. I just sound like it when I'm filming. And also fun. I hope you think of me as someone who's having fun, but you may laugh at me for sure. But I mainly hope you'll be inspired, like, oh yeah, I can do that. Just glue on a bunch of random stuff. Go ahead. From motor blocks to just abstract art and pin-up girls. Use it as inspiration to make pictures of your friends. Draw on other things. Write on it. If you don't like it anymore, you can glue something over it. If there's like a tiny space, there's nothing you can draw to fill the space. She's gonna throw a snowball at me out of the frame, or it also looks like something to eat, like a rice ball, like sushi in nature. Dream house. Wordplay. So yeah, I really see myself in it. Make your own bag, make sketches, write your measurements, write what you like, write what you don't like. I don't like ring band. I like when you have enough space to put your things in it. I like making my own books. I just really like documenting, finishing the drawing, weird stuff. Like, the world is full of weird stuff. And I feel like a weird stuff curator. Nobody has this exact collection, I guess. Some free shadows, crosses, some inspirational Keri Smith pages, because I liked it too much to glue over it. But this is like the poetry. So once I found it in English, or I wrote this on another piece of paper, you can glue again on this. This is how I roll. think I missed one. Another weird animal. Rudolph, what are you doing when it's not Christmas? The Wonder Society, that's why I walk today. It is such nice weather, and I like to sing. Treasure Island. The world is my treasure trove. How cool is that? Create your own newspaper. Hi, Spider. Wants to be in the movie. I had a great name for my own newspaper. It's like a great wordplay on Happy News Daily. What's your true nature? Because we are your friends. You'll never be alone again. Come on. Come on. Come on. Treasure map. We're gonna do that walk. Make a treasure map. Bury something. Always have some weird pieces of paper because it gives so much character to your page. And once you have an idea, you're gonna write it anywhere, so it better be a good space. And here. This is also a great idea. I want to do this with my friends. Make a drawing on the floor. Make a picture from above. Draw some dragons. Make tiny houses inspired by tiny houses. Raak gewend aan het verblindende daglicht en van elk moment van je leven. So I really call it done and ready for the next one. The sides are everywhere. Sides. Gezichten. So this is also I'll leave you with this where I draw on another pattern to make it even more personal. I'll leave you with the birds. Have fun creating. It was nice sharing. Bye bye.